First, if you have heard my answers on how do you come to know whether the stocks you're purchasing of a particular company Sharia compliant or not, and there are 5 categories. The first is that the core activity should be halal, and then you should see to it that they're not involved in any interest-bearing activity as a company which is giving loan on interest, etc. Then the cash and the debt ratio should be less, and any haram activity should be less than 5%. These were discussed in detail. So the beggar may have checked and realized after 3 months that the debt ratio has increased to more than 43%, and that makes the share haram. What should he do? He should immediately sell the share. Sell the share and invest in a halal share. But while investing, see to it that there are 2 types of Sharia compliant. One is that the company itself has a Sharia board, and it is Sharia compliant by nature. By nature means it has a board. So investing in Sharia compliant shares which have a Sharia board is the best. And Malaysia, where I live, there are many Sharia compliant shares, and it is there in the stock itself. It mentions Sharia compliant, halal, okay, not Sharia compliant. In India, there are very few which have a Sharia board, etc. Hardly any. But even if it doesn't have a Sharia board, it can be Sharia compliant by nature because it may not be a debt company, it may not be taking loans, the core activity may not be haram, it may be dealing with maybe pharmaceuticals. So by nature it can be. So some companies by nature, if they don't have a Sharia board